Om Sai Ram. Today I am sharing a very special miracle story that was sent to us by one of our Instagram followers. This is not just a story about one miracle, it's about faith, Guru's grace, divine guidance, and the beautiful way one Guru can lead a devotee towards another form of the same divine presence. I am going to share the story in the devotee's own words. So listen to his experience with an open heart. My faith in Sai Baba grew. After the miracle that happened to my father, my faith and devotion towards Sai Baba grew beyond measures. I began performing different forms of worship with deep sincerity, and my mind was constantly filled with Sai Baba's presence. This continued for almost 1 or 2 years. Then, when I was studying in 10th standard, around 2018-19, something very unusual began happening in our house. Every afternoon between 3 o'clock and 3:30 p.m., a strong and beautiful sandalwood fragrance would spread throughout our home. Nobody knew where the fragrance was coming from. That was no obvious source. But the strange thing was that it happened almost every day at the exact same time. And this continued for nearly 5 months. The fragrance reminded me of the sacred sandalwood fragrance associated with the holy hill of Palani in Tamil Nadu, famous for the temple of Lord Murugan. At that time, I couldn't understand why was it happening. I simply knew that something unusual was taking place in our home. I spoke to an elderly devotee. There was an elderly man at the Sai Baba's temple I regularly visited. He practiced Kundalini meditation. So I approached him and told him everything that was happening in our house. He listened carefully. Then he asked me to come back after a few weeks. One Thursday he called me and told me something that I could have never imagined. He said, "What is happening in our house is a great blessing." According to him, the sandalwood fragrance was connected to the presence of a Siddhar visiting our home. He told me that the Siddhar was Bogar, the great sage traditionally associated with Palani. I was completely innocent about all of this. I asked him, "I don't even know who he, then why would he coming to my house?" He smiled and told me that my devotion towards Sai Baba had deeply pleased Bogar, and that's the reason why I was experiencing what was all happening with me. At that age, I couldn't understand any of this. I was just a 10th standard student. How could I understand the world of Siddhars and spiritual experiences? But slowly, I began learning about Bogar. I started visiting his samadhi, and over time, I began feeling a deeper inner connection. It felt as though he had accepted me with his grace. That was the moment Bogar entered my spiritual journey. Another guru entered my life. But my story didn't end there. There was another guru who later entered my life, and through that experience, I began understanding something very deeply. The forms of the gurus may be different, but the divine grace behind them can be experienced as one. This next incident happened me when I was studying in 12th standard. Around 2022, a Siddhar was slowly becoming known among people in Tamil Nadu, although he had already attained Samadhi in 2014. Initially, I didn't believe in him. In fact, I even wondered why people were worshipping him. But one day, something happened that completely changed the way I looked at him. The dream. One night, he appeared in my dream. In that dream, a divine light was radiating everywhere. I felt completely powerless in front of him. He was walking here and there. I went towards him and fell at his feet, but he didn't accept it. Instead, he asked me to step back. With a heavy heart, I moved away. The dream continued for some time. Then he returned. This time, he came very close to me. He showed me his face clearly. He turned his face from one side to another, almost as though he wanted to make sure that I had seen him completely. Then he said something that I will never forget. He told me, "You already have immense blessings from Sai Baba. He alone is enough for you. There is no need for me to come into your life. Still, come once to my samadhi." Then he pointed his index finger in one direction. I looked where he was pointing, and there I saw his samadhi. Then the dream ended. I woke up at Brahma Muhurta. When I woke up, it was exactly around 4 am. What makes this experience even more meaningful to me is something I realized later. Before this dream, I had actually mocked this Siddhar. I didn't believe in him, but throughout the dream, I couldn't recognize that he was the same Siddhar I had made fun of. Only at the end did he make me realize who he truly was. When I woke up, I cried. I felt sorry for what I had said and asked for forgiveness. I understood that sometimes we judge something simply because we don't understand it. Sai Baba guided me. After this dream, something else happened. Sai Baba gave me the opportunity to visit Shirdi for the first time. I completed my Shirdi pilgrimage. And after that, I also visited the samadhi of the Siddhar who had appeared in my dream. And on the very day I went there, I experienced something that I consider another miracle. I felt that he gave me darshan in human form. For me, this was not just a coincidence. It felt like a continuation of guidance that had begun with Sai Baba. Who was the Siddhara? The Siddhara in my experience was Kannakanpatti Sadguru Palani Swami Swamigal, whose birth name was Kalimuttu. Kannakanapatti is a small village in Tamil Nadu, located about 9 kilometers from the Palani Murugan temple. I will also share his photograph and his samadhi so that those who are interested can learn more about him. But for me, the most important part of this entire journey is not simply the name of the Siddhar, it is the lesson I received from these experiences. All gurus are one. My journey began with Sai Baba. Then I experienced what I understood as grace of Bogar, and later I experienced another Siddhar entered my life through dream and guided me towards his samadhi. Different forms, different names, different paths, but for me, the divine experience felt connected. I began understanding that when we sincerely surrender ourselves to the Guru, we may not know where the path will lead us. We may think we are walking towards one Guru, but perhaps the Guru knows exactly where we need to go. And sometimes the Guru may send another form of grace into our life, not because the first Guru is insufficient, but because the same divine presence can guide us through different forms. My message to every devotee. After all these experiences, my faith in Sai Baba became even more stronger. I have experienced many more miracles after this, but I believe the greatest miracle is the transformation that happens inside us. Before these experiences, I questioned many things. Today, I simply try to keep faith. My message to every devotee is don't mock what you don't understand. Don't lose faith just because you cannot see the answer. And most importantly, trust your Guru. If Sai Baba has entered your life, hold on to him with Shraddha and Saburi. You may not understand why certain people, situations, or spiritual experiences enter your life, but one day you may look back and realize that every step was part of your journey. Sai Baba knows the path. We only need to walk with faith. Conclusion. This was a beautiful miracle journey shared with us by one of our Instagram followers. Whether you see these experiences as miracles, spiritual experiences, or divine coincidences, one thing is clear from his story. His faith in Sai Baba became deeper through every experience, and perhaps that is the greatest blessings of all. If you have also experienced a miracle or a divine blessing or experience connected with Sai Baba, you can share your story with us. Your experience may become a source of faith and hope for another devotee. If this story touched your heart, share this video with someone who believes in the Guru's grace. And don't forget to subscribe to Sai Blessings Daily for more Sai Baba messages, divine experiences, miracles, and spiritual stories. Om Sai Ram. Sai Baba's grace be with you always.